Refeeding syndrome is a condition where patients go from being in a starved state, where their body has actually adapted to being starved and slow down their metabolism, to a condition where they start to receive nutrition again. And during that process, the body starts to increase energy production. And in order to do that, it pulls essential nutrients out of the blood. We know that it's something that happens in people who are severely malnourished, particularly when they have very low level of electrolytes, the calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, before they start to receive nutrition again. And we see it in people who have been starved for a long period of time and then start to get nutrition, especially if they receive that nutrition too quickly. In extreme cases, patients will end up with severe electrolyte derangements and the complications of those. So with potassium, magnesium, phosphorus, the electrolyte derangements in some cases can contribute to neuromuscular weakness, cardiac weakness, cardiac arrhythmias, and even death or respiratory failure in extreme cases. That all compounded by the fluid retention and everything can do that. Those are sort of the most severe manifestations of refeeding syndrome per se. In addition to that, with the hyperglycemia, that will have the complications associated with that. And with severe thiamine deficiency, that can actually precipitate Wernicke's encephalopathy, or patients can develop neuropathy as well if those things are left prolonged and unchecked. So I'm going to examine you now. Let's have a look at your hands. And so, what I'm looking for here is any signs of muscle wasting. I'm looking at the integrity of the skin and the nails to see how healthy they are and if there's any signs of malnutrition. Moving up, inspecting forearms. Just lie back. We'll just listen to your heart. It sounds good. There's no signs of any fluid retention or abnormal sounds. We do education for people, training the medical students, training the residents, and doing outreach to help teach people, working with higher risk populations. And, provision of a nutrition support team or nutrition expertise, I think both on the physician and the dietitian end, can be super helpful for just making awareness and also giving guidance for how to prevent refeeding syndrome in these patients. Dietitians are integral to this process and ideally should be involved in the initiation for all of these patients. These are the highest risk malnutrition patients that really need to have a registered dietitian and expert in nutrition involved and closely involved in their care. Condition that's so easy to prevent with just very close monitoring and titration of the nutrition. And there are so many things that are out of control in these sick patients. If we can make their introduction to nutrition support as easy and tolerable and painless as possible, we're helping them. They actually feel better instead of feeling worse, and really see the result of the nutrition that we're giving them because they're not seeing the complications.